Howdy. Thanks for joining me on this chat by the fire. It's Turkey Day in America right now, and so most people got the day off. Up here in New Hampshire, it's snowing, and then it's going to rain, and then it's going to do heavy snow again. So it's a pretty crazy situation if you're trying to travel. Luckily, I don't celebrate these rituals, these holy days. It was just a nice, peaceful day here. So this video I'm making, this is a fun one. It's called Living Dangerously. And you know what prompted it was, in my last video, I was talking about, is God just a trick? And I figured it's a very controversial subject. I mean, it's a dangerous thing to say, in a way. But I got one comment on that video. I think it was a guy from Germany or something, because it looks like it was translated from another language. But his first words were, your thoughts are on a dangerous path. And I wanted to respond and comment back to him, but I don't know. It's just hard to really put things into... When you type them, it comes out totally different than when you say it. I was going to do a whole different video, but this idea of thinking dangerously, or just living dangerously, has kind of sparked me to think deeper about it. I kind of think if you're not living dangerously, you're not living at all. In a lot of my videos, a lot of my philosophy centers around us being consciousness or awareness, eternal spirits, you know. So you got to think, right now, you're incarnated into this body. You got a lot of skin in the game in this realm. It is dangerous to be in the flesh, in my opinion. There's a lot that could go wrong. So it's like when you're not incarnated, when you're dead, right? I'm not a believer of death. To me, it's just a doorway or a portal to somewhere else. But when you believe in death, and you're afraid of danger, and you seek safety, it just seems like you're not even living at that point. And it's kind of what has become of this place for a lot of people, hiding away in fear. And to me, it's just you're not experiencing life. So to live dangerously is to live, in my opinion. And I'll give you some examples of how danger's been beneficial for me. It's almost like, especially dangerous conversations. Because to me, there's nothing dangerous about talking about stuff. Especially questioning when somebody's saying things have to be one way. You got to look at that and it's definitely not one way. There's infinite ways to view things, it seems. If you believe in danger and dangerous things, I think you're living a half-life. You're not actually asserting yourself here in this realm and facing things. You're not facing challenges if you allow danger in your head to stop you. And you could take that in a lot of wrong ways. I'm talking about dangerous things that you could look into and conquer, like a dangerous challenge ahead of you that you should not shy away from. I'm not talking about just like sticking your hand in a dangerous fire and burning yourself up, okay? Like, there's plenty of dangerous things you could do to hurt yourself. I'm talking about dangerous things that will improve your life and help you grow in ways that you could have never imagined growing. And it's almost like danger is required for growth. Unless you're seeking growth and you're okay with a little bit of danger. That's kind of where I like to stay. Is I'm always trying to grow, so I gotta seek a little danger to learn something new, or I gotta go out into the unknown where other people will not go because they say it's dangerous. So when I had that comment posted about my last video and how my thoughts are dangerous, I just started thinking about, like yesterday, for instance. I told you I quit my job in a couple of videos in the past. I quit my IT job, went back to Missouri, did a little work with my father. He's a contractor, and we painted this guy's house, made a little chunk of change for me to get by in the winter. And it's kind of got the bug in me to become a contractor myself. I've been building my cabin. I'm pretty skillful at this stuff at this point, It just takes a lot to go out and start your own business. But now that I'm kind of in the middle of it, it seems like it's kind of working out like it was meant to be. But anyway, I planned on getting my business going over the winter, getting cards going, get a website. I'm going to do all that. But I happened to mention to the plumber that's coming to my house, I'm starting a contractor gig. So he was like, hey, you want to take a look at our roof that's leaking? So, I got a lot of time right now. I definitely need some money because I'm broke. But I'm planning on spending this time to finish the cabin up, But this opportunity came along, and yesterday I kind of started cracking open this metal roof to work on it. And you get there at like 7 in the morning, and there's literally frost on the metal roof. So I'm climbing up the ladder, and I'm like, man, this looks sketch. But I get up on the roof, and it's actually, it's almost like there's grit from the frost. Like I could stand on it, and it would kind of hold you. Like when you stick your tongue to a frozen pole or something, it kind of sticks. So it wasn't bad early in the morning, but over time, when the sun came out and it melted, the whole metal roof got a lot slicker. But I kind of realized, like, I do dangerous stuff without even thinking about it. Like, I'm capable of getting up on that roof that's got frost on it, that's got ice, and I just know how to handle that danger. And it's allowed me to get a job that other people can't do, but I'm able to make a living off of doing these things that are a little more dangerous. But to me, it's not dangerous. It was just a challenge. And I'm very meticulous. If I think I'm going to slip off a roof, I'm out of there. If I see that I'm going to get hurt doing something, I kind of, it's like, it's not worth it. But there's so many times that people are saying, that's dangerous, that's fearful, and it's really not. You need to go out and test it. Like, if I would have just looked at that roof and not stepped on it, I would have been like, oh God, this is dangerous. But once I stepped on it, it felt like there was grit on it, for just like the first 30 minutes or an hour of the early day before it warmed up. So the big point to this video is seek danger if you want to grow, but seek it in a wise way, okay? A calculated risk, right? It's like what people say is calculated. I enjoy using the chainsaw and cutting trees down and getting the wood prepared. And I mean, there's so much danger in that. But to me, it's like pure pleasure. I don't know what it is. This is probably more of a talk for men. Because I don't know, there's something about men and danger. Just seems like we're right there all the time doing the dangerous stuff. And it's okay to do dangerous things, just don't be dumb about it. That's all. It's it. I think it enhances your life. It makes it exciting to just think of, man, I got to get up on some metal roof tomorrow that could have some snow on it, which it's snowing right now. I'll be on the job tomorrow. I'll probably have to sweep snow off the roof or something. Super dangerous stuff. But it's allowing me to be free because I'm willing to go out and do this, get my paycheck for doing the thing that other people won't do. Danger can be an opportunity. And I'm not saying like join the army, okay, and go do dangerous, stupid stuff. That's stupid danger, okay? There's stupid danger everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And I even find that if you're like listening to the television, the tell-lie-vision, and believing it, it's probably the most dangerous thing you could do. Well, next to driving, I think we could probably all agree the most dangerous thing that we do on a daily basis is drive our cars. There's so many people that just die from car accidents versus all these other things in our lives. So I am a very defensive driver. I never forget, I had a friend in high school who died when he was 26 from a drunk driver driving down the highway going the opposite way. Like this guy was going down the highway the wrong way, crashed into my buddy and killed him. And I just always think like, and he was out at like midnight or 1 p.m. at night. It's like, I don't even drive past like 10 o'clock. I'm barely out there when it's dark anymore. It just seems like that's when it gets dangerous on the roads, is as it gets darker and people get drunker and dumber. But just to bring up something that's dangerous that we don't really address much is the driving situation. It's so dangerous. And I don't know, we could do something different. I'm thinking it doesn't have to be this dangerous, but this society is just built on money. So it's like, we don't care. It's snowing outside. We got to shovel the snow and get to work and make a profit. You know, that's more important than peace and safety. You know, on days like this, I'm hanging at the house. I have no reason to leave and go out and fight the weather. I mean, so it's like I lead a dangerous life, I believe, and I have dangerous talks. But really, I feel safe and secure. I don't know. This is just, and the thing that's out there and all the danger is just my temporary character. You know, the real me is invisible. And it's not ever going to get hurt from any of this. It's only going to gain experiences. Instead of shying away from danger, you should try and learn from it. Maybe get a little close to the dangers that you've been afraid of your whole life and just see if they're really as scary and fearful as you've been thinking. I don't know, I just thought of that movie, What About Bob? It's an old movie, but this guy's kind of a hypochondriac, and he like can't even go outside or like do anything, you know, it's kind of like a germaphobe type. But he has like this psychiatrist that's like trying to help him be human again. And he talks about taking baby steps, right? Like, some people are afraid of elevators. Like, I don't know. You see so many crazy things on the internet. But I've heard of people that they will not get in an elevator. It's just not going to happen. But if you open the door of the elevator, let the person walk in, and then get out of the elevator, you know, they didn't take the ride up or down, but they got on it. They're like, okay, that was not dangerous. That was just like going through a doorway. So if you are afraid of dangerous things, or if the danger is stopping you from growing, take the baby steps. You know, just get a little dangerous. You know, learn how to handle danger. There's something about dangerous things and mastering the dangerous thing. Okay? And then there's all these people that are like, danger is my middle name. It's so corny, but it's funny. So I just want to keep this one short. My mind was sparked about this idea of, man, you're thinking dangerously. And then I'm like, wait, I'm living dangerously. And then it all kind of wraps around to like, if you're here incarnated in the flesh, you're living dangerously. I feel like that's the whole point of this place, is you decided to have skin in this game. Skin that can get burned by the fire. Skin that can fall off the roof. Okay, like a lot of things can happen here that are dangerous. So you should embrace the dangers. It's what gives you the feeling of being alive in the first place. I just kind of think danger is necessary in this realm. And especially when people refuse to grow, which it's what I look around the world, and all I see are, man, they don't want to grow. Their minds have convinced them that growing is dangerous. So the most dangerous scenarios are manifesting for mankind right now, because they refuse to face the little dangers in their life and grow and become responsible for themselves. So now you have this giant catastrophe glooming. World War III, right? Famines. You know, they're already been using these weather weapons on all the innocent people. But I just feel like all of those crazy, giant, dangerous things have come about because of people living fearfully and not facing any fear in their life. Just deciding to, whoop, everything's happy. I think of the Lego movie, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the gang. You know, like everybody's in a group and we're all just happy all the time. And there's no such thing as danger. As long as we all think the same, there's no danger, right? And as an individual, I'm like, holy cow. That's the most dangerous thing you could be doing, is not thinking for yourself and following all these people. And then they're going to say, you're thinking dangerously, man. It's like, at least I'm thinking. It's just a thought. It's all pretty funny to me, though. So, I don't know. Live dangerously and enjoy it.